Hey, welcome back to my channel, Duct Tape Mechanic. In this video, I'm going to show you how to fix a Whirlpool or Kenmore or Maytag dryer that's not advancing while it's in the automatic dry mode. So if you find this video to be helpful, make sure you subscribe to my channel for more DIY and tinkering videos. Alright, so this is the dryer in question. This one is a Whirlpool, but as I mentioned at the start, this video is going to be applicable across a wide variety of models. So Whirlpool, Kenmore, Maytag, Amana, you name it. Pretty much any sort of dryer that has this sort of lint trap or lint filter on the top right here, this video will be applicable to. So basically what's happening is, and this is probably the reason why the person got rid of it, but when I set it to any of the settings in the automatic dry mode, the timer is not advancing. So it's heating up, it's spinning, but it's just staying there. And I've put a load in there, and it just stays in that heating, spinning mode. Just stays there for infinity. So I left it for like 50 minutes, and it hadn't moved at all. But the weird thing, or the other symptom of this, is that when you go to time mode, it works perfectly fine. So I'm going to show you exactly what causes that, or the main reason that causes that, and I'll also give you two other reasons what could cause that. But this one will fix your issue most of the time, and the good thing is this is a fix that'll cost you less than 20 bucks. So let's get to it. Alright, the first thing we want to do is make sure this thing is unplugged. 240 volts is not something to play around with. So once the dryer is unplugged, what we're going to do is we're going to remove this back panel right here. To do that, there's a bunch of 1/4-inch screws we're going to have to take off. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 screws. I believe some models have 9. So they're all 1/4 inch. So you could use a bit like this, or a 1/4-inch nut driver will do the trick as well. So we'll remove that back panel. Alright, so with the back panel removed, we get access to all the wiring right here, and the component we're interested in is called a cycling thermostat. So it sits on the blower motor housing, and it's this component right here. And what I'll do is I'll take this off and I'll give you the part number that will fit most of the models. Obviously you can look at your old cycling thermostat and make sure it's the correct part number, because this is the main component that fails, that leads to the washer being stuck in the automatic mode. So let's go ahead and just take this off. To do that, we're just going to undo the wire connectors. So there's 2 purple connectors, and then there's 2 heavier connectors right here on the other side. It's almost impossible to mess up the connections or which way they go, but you can take a picture if you're unsure how to reassemble it. Then there's just a 1/4-inch screw that holds it in. Alright, so here's the cycling thermostat that I just took out. This is part number 326801, and I'm going to replace it with another cycling thermostat that I know works, and it is also part number 326801. What I'll do is I'll make it so this part shows up, just pops up in the video, and so you can just click on that component, click on that link, and it'll take you to this correct part. But before you do that, make sure you verify that this is indeed the part number that your dryer takes, because most of them, they do take this one. Alright, so installing it is really simple. All you got to do is put one tab in like so, and then screw down the other tab. Right, as far as the connections go, the heavy duty connections go on the ends right here. They really won't fit on the smaller connections, but Just kind of push them in like that, and like that. Oops. Like that. And then the smaller connections go in onto the two terminals that are in the middle of the cycling thermostat. Right, so replacing the cycling thermostat did resolve this issue. And how do I know that, you may ask? Well, before I make a video, I actually figure out what's wrong with the machine and then fix it. Then I make the video. So in this case, it was the cycling thermostat. But I will briefly cover a couple of other possibilities that could cause this issue of your dryer being stuck in the automatic dry mode. And one of those is that there's an issue with the moisture sensors, I should say. So if you open up your dryer on a lot of the models, particularly the newer models, not necessarily brand new, but if you're in the past 15 or so years, you'll come back to the back of the drum over here, and you'll notice that there's two parallel metal bars, and those are the moisture sensors. Now this model is a little bit older than that, and it doesn't have those. Not all of them, not all these dryers have moisture sensors. But what can happen is those bars can gunk up, and you can use some rubbing alcohol to wipe those down, and that will resolve the issue a lot of the times. One time I saw that the moisture sensors, the two parallel bars, were being shorted together because there was a metal piece stuck between them, and that was causing the timer to be stuck in the automatic dry mode. So those moisture sensor bars are definitely worth looking at, and they're typically located around right here. So a lot of the models have them. I would say majority of the models have those moisture sensor bars, particularly the models that have this sort of filter on top. Now if you do that, even if you replace the cycling thermostat and it's still doing that, well, unfortunately then the issue lies within the timer. And this is a much more of an expensive fix, but it may be worth it depending on how old or how much the timer costs. But before you get to that, I would definitely do those two. I would definitely look into those two issues first: the cycling thermostat, and then cleaning the moisture sensor bars, or seeing if they're not shorted together. But anyways, if you found this video to be helpful, make sure you hit the thumbs up sign.